React is the most popular JavaScript library on the planet. It's also the reason your laptop fan sounds like a jet engine and your Node modules folder has its own gravitational field. For over a decade, React was the default. Building a web app, you used React. You didn't ask questions, but it's 2026 and something weird is happening. Developers are leaving, quietly, politely, the way you leave a party without saying goodbye. So let's talk about why everyone's breaking up with React and where they're running to. Problem number 1, React stopped being simple. It started as a tiny library with one job: take some state, render some UI. You could learn it in an afternoon. Fast forward to today, and to render a button you need to understand server components, client components, the use client directive, suspense, hydration, and a caching layer nobody fully understands, including the people who built it. Remember when full stack meant you knew a database? Now it means you know which of the 4 data fetching methods won't get you fired. You slap use client at the top of a file and pray. Problem 2, React isn't really React anymore. It's a framework wearing a library's clothes. The recommended way to start a React app now is to not use React. Use a framework, preferably one backed by a company that also happens to sell you hosting. So now you're not learning React. You're learning a framework, a router, a bundler, a rendering strategy, and a deploy platform, all to display a list of cat photos. Even React's own team knows. They shipped a compiler whose entire job is to fix the performance footguns they gave you. Fixing React with more React. Problem 3, it's heavy. React ships a virtual DOM, a full copy of your UI. It diffs on every update. Genius in 2014. In 2026, we have tools that skip the middleman entirely. Which brings us to the exodus. Here's where everyone's going. Svelte. It compiles your components away at build time, so there's almost no runtime shipped to the browser. Svelte 5 added runes, reactivity so simple it feels like cheating. SolidJS. Looks like React, hooks, and JSX and all, except it runs on signals and fine-grained reactivity. It updates exactly what changed and nothing else. It's what React would be if it were fast. Qwik, it's resumable, it ships basically zero JavaScript and only loads code when you actually interact. Your lighthouse score will cry tears of joy. And then there's the Galaxy Brain move, htmx. What if, hear me out, you shipped no JavaScript framework at all and just sent HTML over the wire like it's 2005? Somewhere, a backend developer who never left is quietly vindicated. Now, before the comment section sets itself on fire, React isn't dying. It still has the biggest ecosystem, the most jobs, and the most Stack Overflow answers for the exact error you're staring at right now. Leaving React doesn't mean React is bad. It means we finally have real choices and the default has to earn its spot again. The honest take, most of you don't have a performance problem, you have a complexity problem, and no framework on earth will fix a codebase that 14 people rewrote 14 different ways. So should you leave React? Try Svelte on a weekend project. If you come back, great. If you don't, welcome to the exodus. If this saved you from another Node module's black hole, hit like and subscribe. This has been Web Frameworks in about 4 minutes, and I'll see you in the next one.